Hey socialites, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Ariell. I create mainly beauty videos, fragrance, and lifestyle vlogs. So be sure to hit the subscribe button so you too can become a socialite. So today's going to be another fragrance review. I'm going to be reviewing the new Burberry Goddess fragrance. So I was scrolling the Sephora website and I saw Burberry Goddess and I couldn't figure out if it's something that I had heard of or not before. Burberry does have a few fragrances and I just wasn't sure. So when I clicked on it and I saw new, I was like, okay, I like Burberry fragrances. There really hasn't been a Burberry that I didn't like. And on top of that, I saw that it was supposed to be a vanilla lavender fragrance, which is right up my alley. There's a lot of fragrances in my collection that I really love that's vanilla lavender. So I was just excited to get up there and get my nose on it. So as you can see, I did pick up the set, which comes with the 10 ml spray and then a 5 ml dabber for $39. I felt like this would be the best bet for me just to test it out because the 10 ml by itself is $38. So I thought, why not get, two products for $1 more. I do want to note that the 1 ounce retails for $100 and it goes up to $168 for the 3.4 ounce. So let's get into the reason why you're here, which is what this smells like. It's technically categorized as a warm, spicy, and a gourmand. I do get the warm and a tiny bit of the spicy, but the gourmand to me, I don't really get. For me, gourmand is like something edible, like a cake, a cupcake, a dessert. And it's not all the way giving dessert, but it is giving a little bit, maybe the vanilla extract that goes into the dessert. So let me refresh myself on the initial spray. The initial spray does give you like that perfumey smell, but very pretty. It's sweet, it's vanillic. You do smell a little bit of the lavender. It's a beautiful fragrance. You smell a tiny bit of spice in there, a little bit of spice, enough spice so that it's not like a linear vanilla scent. And it's just really pretty. It's warm and inviting. As it dries down, you guys, it gets increasingly warm. I do smell a little bit of floral in there, which is probably the lavender. I smell a tiny bit of spice, but mainly that vanilla. I smell a lot of vanilla in there. And then as it completely dries down, for me, I smell a tiny hint of musk at the very end, just a little bit. So if you don't like musk, don't let that scare you away because it's just a tiny bit, just enough to give it just that luxury feel to it. So let me read to you guys what's actually in this fragrance. The top notes is vanilla, lavender, cacao, and ginger. So that's where that spice comes from, is that ginger. Now that I see cacao, I do smell like a slight chocolatey feel, not too much though. And then the middle notes is vanilla caviar and the base notes is vanilla absolute. So it's vanilla in each stage completely throughout this fragrance, which you totally get. I'm a vanilla lover, so I love that. If I was to name a couple fragrances that this reminds me of, I would say the newest flanker to the Black Opium, the Le Parfum. I do have a full review up of that. That's more so of a linear vanilla fragrance. All I get is a vanilla extract type scent from the Le Parfum, the Black Opium. And this reminds me of that, except this is a little bit more layered and elevated. So if you're somebody who likes the Black Opium Le Parfum, you will probably love this. Somebody commented on my community tab yesterday or the day before and said that this fragrance reminded them of the new Kayali, the Wedding Silk Santal. And I could probably say it's not too far off. The main difference in the Silk Santal, I can smell a definite fruit in there, some sort of fruit that almost smells like a citrusy fruit. I forget if it's like tangerine or peach or something like that. That's in Silk Santal. That is in Silk Santal, you get what I mean? And so in Burberry Goddess, you don't smell any type of fruit at all. So that's the main difference. So if you were to take the fruit out of Silk Santal, it would be a lot similar to this fragrance. Oh, y'all, smells so good. So let's talk about who wears this fragrance. For me, this is most definitely a feminine fragrance. It's a beautiful, pretty girl fragrance. Very beautiful. Up there with like the Silk Santals. In my opinion, it's that level of a pretty girl perfume. Although this could be casual, There is a sexy edge to this fragrance that for me would make this wearable for a breakfast, a lunch, or dinner. You could wear this in the daytime or the nighttime. So this is one of those fragrances where you could put on your jeans and a t-shirt and go. It could be an everyday scent. Or if you wanted to put on a dress and wear it on a date night, you could totally do that. This is what this one is giving. I would say it's non-offensive just because there's no super sharp notes or extra strong. This is like a moderate projector. So you guys, I feel like you could wear this to church, you could wear it to the office, and anywhere in between. And if you're wondering, is this like a summertime fragrance or a winter, I would say this is a year-round fragrance. It's not the typical vanilla, but it's not super unique either. You know what I mean? So when it comes to vanillas, you could pretty much wear it year-round because it's sort of that casual type vanilla. But because of the warm nature in this turns really warm on the skin to me. So because of that, I think this would stand out in the wintertime, but you could totally wear this year round. As far as longevity and projection, I would say that this is a moderate projecting fragrance. I got about 3 to 4 hours on the skin before it started to get really close to the skin. And after about 6 hours or so, you probably need to refresh and spray a little bit more because it starts to wear down after about, I would say, like 5 to 6 hours. It's so close to the skin that you can barely smell it on the actual skin, but you could probably get about 6 hours or so, maybe 7 pushing it on the clothes. So because of that, this is one that I would totally overspray. The few times I've worn it over the past 3 days, I go ham with it. I spray it up and down my arms, all the way up and around. You can kind of go crazy with this one and get your life because it's not too strong. Like I said, it's a moderate projector. So even when you overspray it, you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about it being too strong and choking people. It just gives you moderate no matter how much you spray. I would layer this with some of my favorite body creams. I think the Fenty Vanilla Dream would be absolutely beautiful with this because it's a vanilla. Also, the Holiday Cinnamon Bun smelling Fenty would be perfect for this. And then the EOS lotion is new to me. The vanilla one, you guys, the Vanilla Cashmere is new to me. It smells like a vanilla cupcake, and I think that would be beautiful with this. I layered this with that yesterday and it was gorgeous. And what that's going to do is help with the longevity. When you layer this on top of your creams, it's going to allow your fragrance to not only project a little bit more but last a little longer on the skin. You guys, this is a very, very, very beautiful fragrance. If you didn't pick up the Silk Santal from PKWY, you may want to pick this one up. This is one of those that I don't see how someone couldn't like it. Comment down below if you've tried this fragrance yet, and if so, what are your thoughts? I'll put the link to this fragrance and anything else that I mentioned down below in the description box, along with the makeup that I'm wearing today. If you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to come join the family by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. 'Cause I've been where you are. You're too scared to show me love, 'cause too fresh with the scars. Well, I don't have the answers,